Hi, it's Thursday, July 14th, 2016. Monaco 64 here, home of alternative economics and contrarian views. I'd like to give you an update on the markets this morning. Right now it's 9:30 London time or 4:30 a.m. in the eastern seaboard in the States, or New York time. Just to let you know, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is now at 18,485, so that's up 117. The high was 18,509. S&P up 14 points at 2165. The high is 2168. So the stock market just keeps plowing ahead. There is all the talk of helicopter money from Japan, from Cleveland Fed president, bond yields, at historic lows, over 10 trillion of dollars of bond yields, yielding a negative, having a negative yield throughout the developed world. Talk of QE and rate cuts here in the UK. Bank of England is meeting later on today at 12. They're expected to cut rates. Fed was supposed to hike rates in June. They didn't. I just think it's quite, I've worked in the markets, over 20 years. And I can tell you, I've never seen markets like this. I don't really know what's going on. I think it's just crazy. It's almost like, we can see that things are bad. The banking system in Italy is almost like collapsing. Deutsche Bank in Germany is, collapsing as well. Their share price is like down in the dumps. There's calls for bailouts of banks in Europe, 150 billion, and yet we see the Dow making all-time highs. It just doesn't make sense to me. I'm missing something maybe. I don't know. But one thing I like to show you as well, if you can see this chart, earlier this morning, the Dow futures was trading around 18,380, and then around 7 o'clock, as you can see, London time, or 2 a.m. New York time, the Dow futures was ramped up massively, and you can see now that it's around 18,500. So who would want to ramp up the Dow futures or stocks at 7 a.m. London time, which is 8 a.m. In Europe? The people are trading already. The futures market, basically people, the traders on the big banks in London, they get in the office at 7 a.m. and they do start trading a lot of derivatives at that time. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was JP Morgan futures for the PPT account, or the Exchange Stabilization Fund. And then, gold this morning, late yesterday, gold was trading quite well. We got up to 1347. Guess where it's now? It's down 15 at 1327. And you can see the chart of gold here. The line running through that is a long-term line that I drew from the high in 2011 to a high, I think, in 2013, if I'm not mistaken. And that line is really important. We broke through that line, and it looks like someone wants to keep gold below that line. Gold, since 2 a.m. London, it's been drifting lower. We've seen now that Europe is open as well. They've bashed it down, as you can see there, from around 1333 all the way down to 1325. So all the talk of, helicopter money, all the talk of bailouts, insolvent banks, and what we get is the Dow going up to all-time highs, being ramped up in the early hours of the day by God knows who. So my view, and it, you know, a lot of people out there will probably say, oh, you've been saying that, you're wrong. Yeah, maybe. But my view is that we're in the Titanic right now. We've got a few people like me and others in the alternative media, or even, you know, like David Stockman, Jim Rogers, you know, people who are not, you know, well-known investors. And, you know, they're in the Titanic and they're saying, this ship is sinking. We got to get off the ship, get off the ship, get on the lifeboat. And then you have the captain of the Titanic, Captain Smith, or I think that was his name, saying, oh, no, everything's fine. We're going to have a huge party tonight. You know, there's going to be an orchestra, champagne, you know, well, that's for the first class, of course, not for the 99%. And so everything's fine. The Titanic is not sinking. We're having a party. We're going to drink all night. We're going to dance all night. And that's what it feels like, you know, a distraction here. Hey, look, the Dow is making all-time highs. How can things be bad? There's nothing wrong. So I don't know how this is going to end. I've never seen this before, and I don't think it's ever been, you know, done before. I just think it's a crazy, crazy market. My advice, what I'm doing is just watching it, keeping my physical precious metals, a bit of money in the bank, not too much, and don't buy into this. It's just crazy. Something's gonna give. I don't know what, but yeah. So if you enjoy my updates and analysis, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And thanks for the support, and thanks for watching. Bye.